think as you know that Sharia supervision is a very crucial area, right? And it is the backbone of the Islamic financial industry. So no institution can claim that their product is compliant, except that when they have the Sharia endorsement, and that is very much related to the integrity of the industry itself. Now, before I go further, let me just give you a brief introduction about the organization that I'm in. I'm the head of the International Sharia Research Academy, or what the short form is Islam, in which Islam is established by the Central Bank of Malaysia in May 2008. We are a very new organization, and we have several objectives that we have to. We have our vision, mission, as well as objective, and our vision is. You look at the vision of Islam is the premier Sharia Research Center in Islamic finance, and the vision of Islam. We have four vision. The first one is the integration of Sharia experts and also the industry practitioners. The second one is synergizing total human development in Islamic finance, and the third one relevant to the market needs, and final one is authoritative in research finding. Basically, the mandate that is given to us by the Central Bank is for us to conduct research in Sharia methods and also to develop talent. I think one of the issues that we have now in Islamic finance, brothers and sisters, is that we don't have good people who can merge between the two. We have the Sharia aspect of it, we have the finance aspect of it, and the other area which is equally important is that we have the legal aspect of the product. So we have people who are competent in Sharia matters, people who are competent in finance, as well as people who are competent in legal aspect of the product. Then once we have this combination, I strongly believe that we will have a good potential, in order to develop the Islamic finance industry. Now, that is also one of the tasks that was given to us, is to develop potential. That's why we are providing scholarships as well as research grants, in order for us to have more research as well as more interaction between the different sectors that is working in Islamic finance. My presentation next is the objective of Islam. I can just share with you. First is to create and conduct applied Sharia research in Islamic finance. Therefore, our target is 70% of the research that we are going to conduct will be basically market-based research, and 30% will be academic research, because that is also the core and that is important. So the focus will be on the applied research and the sources of knowledge in Islamic finance. We are developing our Islam research portal, in which we hope that this will in the future become one-stop center, for all the become resource portal for all matters related to Islamic finance, be it the Sharia issues, the legal issues, taxation, accounting, and all other issues related to Islamic finance. Provide avenues for the development of Sharia practices. I mentioned this one. Propagate harmonization and mutual respect of Islamic finance practices. I give you a word earlier on that the need for us to have some sort of standard, in propagating the Sharia research. So here, we hope that Islam will play a role to a certain extent, of course, to standardize the practice across region. Or the least that I can say is that we should work to agree to disagree on certain issues, right? And not to impose others' views on others, because the different jurisdictions might have different peculiarities and different needs, different lifestyle base, different legal requirements, different taxation requirements, which might need some kind of innovation as well as flexibility to a certain extent, of course, without jeopardizing the Sharia parameter or without crossing the Sharia parameter. Now, the topic that is given to me, those are the outlines. I'm not going to go through each and every one of it, but I'm going to share probably through some of the important points related to Sharia advisory. Next. Now, if you look at the duty probably of the Sharia Council, this is stated in the IOP standard, is to bring about total conformity of communication between the contextualization and the practical implication of Sharia supervisory law to Islamic financial institutions, so as to avoid inconsistency and contradictions between the fatwa and the implementation of this institution in ways that leads to the effectiveness of the role of Sharia supervisory law in Islamic financial institutions and central bank. Now, one of the important points that is mentioned there is that consistency in the fatwa, the ruling that is issued by the Sharia Advisory Board. Now, we really need some sort of mechanism in order for us to have this. Now, in Malaysia, brothers and sisters, we have devised mechanisms to a certain extent, okay, in which we believe that there is a need for some sort of regulation, okay, in order to regulate or probably give guidelines to the Sharia supervisory activities within Malaysia. That is the reason why in 2005 the Central Bank of Malaysia has issued what we call the CPS-1, or the guideline for the supervision or Sharia supervision for the Islamic financial institutions. And that has become basically the backbone of the important guidelines, okay, for all the institutions in Malaysia to abide by it in providing the correct Sharia supervision to whatever product that they are offering. Now, I know that, being myself in several Sharia boards, whether in Malaysia or outside Malaysia, okay, this is one of the very sensitive issues when it comes to Sharia supervision in Islamic finance. But looking at the development that is taking place, to a certain extent, some inconsistency that is taking place in the market. Right, in Malaysia, we believe that there should be some kind of regulation, so that is the reason why the Central Bank of Malaysia put this regulation. Let me just share with you some of the regulation that is available. Now, this regulation I'm going to skip this. Some of the model of the Sharia advisory services, if you look globally, okay, we have the Central Sharia Advisory Council and different Sharia Advisory Board at the bank level. This model we have in Malaysia, we have in Pakistan, we have in Islamabad, we have in Sudan, and some other countries, they are also embarking. In fact, Islam is given the mandate by some of the Middle Eastern countries to look into the possibilities of having the Central Sharia Board at the respective countries. So we are working towards that now. So I can see that the model of having Central Sharia Board at the regulatory level is becoming more popular and is expanding from one country to another country. And we have the Sharia Advisory Board at the bank level, which they have the utmost autonomy. Now, in case of Malaysia, okay, yes, we have the central body and we have the Sharia supervisors at the bank level. So this does not mean that we are curbing the freedom of the advisors at the bank level. Yes, I mean they have the freedom, of course, they have to be referred to. If you look into the Islamic Banking Act, 1983 of Malaysia, it is clearly stated that the bank has to abide by the decision that is being made by the Sharia Supervisory Board at the bank level. So it's mandatory for the institution to take that. On top of that, the role of the Central Sharia Board is very much in terms of trying to standardize practice across Malaysia. Okay, so whatever new product that is there in the market has to be brought to the Central Board, which the Central Board will approve it, okay, and then only can go into the market. If a particular product is approved at the regulatory level or the Central Sharia level, so it does not have to go through again for the approval, because sometimes you know that the banks usually they will change some of the features of the product, okay, which they will insert certain features, and by the basic on the record bank which they use is the same. So this kind of product is not really have to go to the central board, which not many Sharia supervisory companies is being established in many jurisdictions. And we have the central Sharia court for the whole group. As an example, the Al-Baraka, we have the central court. And individuals undertaking the Sharia, they also you can see that, particularly in the nation of Sharia as well as some other products. Okay, I'm going to skip some of them. Now, the establishment of Sharia community in Malaysia generally, you can see that it has to go through the central body. This is in the guidelines, what I mentioned earlier on, so as to ensure that qualified Sharia scholars are being appointed in the respective Sharia court. So it has to go through the central bank. Okay, the central bank will give the approval, then the respective bank can appoint the Sharia court. Now, one interesting point I would like to highlight here about the Sharia advisory, what is mentioned in the regulation is that in Malaysia, one scholar can sit only on one bank. They are not allowed to sit on different banks. So this, I think to a certain extent, since the introduction of such regulation in 2005, we have been able to create some sort of pool of Sharia scholars. Because I think for us, we believe in diversity, in the sense that you need to diversify the talent, okay, and give chance to more and more people to sit and to gain experience in the. So that's why you can see that quite a number of institutions in Malaysia, we have one of the senior figure in the board, and then these are assisted by 2 or 3 other figures. So we hope that by this, okay, we can see that the growth is good in the sense that we have more and more Sharia scholars. Because I think generally when you talk in the industry, people are trying. Some people say, well, we only have 250 scholars across the globe, okay, to advise on this, and we have more or less 20 prominent names, okay, which are sitting in various Sharia courts, in which I believe that the diversification is very much important, okay, and some critics will point out that how can, let's say, a particular person sits in about 50 or 60 boards, okay, so when the person is going to devote the time, and that might, raise the question of integrity and efficiency of the advisory service. So I think information of every is that we try to diversify, okay, and try to get more and more talent into the okay, I'm going to summarize. I'm not going to go through this because I have got 30 slides. Just to summarize some of the important points that I have in my slides. The other thing is that, of course, in terms of qualification, I'm very much concerned about the qualification. It is there in the standard in the regulation that the person who wanted to become to sit on any particular Sharia court has to be a person who has a qualification in Islamic law, whether it is fiqh or usul fiqh. That is important so that we don't have any Tom, Dick and Harry sitting on Sharia court, in which it is happening. I can tell you that in some countries, if you go there, we can see that Sharia certification is given by the person who is not qualified to give the certification. So to a certain extent, that might affect the integrity of the product. Now, the other one that I would like to highlight is that in terms of integrity of the Sharia court. Now, in Malaysia, the Sharia court is answerable to the board of directors of the bank. Even though I personally believe that the best model is that for the members of the Sharia board to be elected by the shareholders and not appointed by the board of the bank, because to certain